guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to something new. Today we are going to be trying to rebuild the North Melbourne Football Club. So we know North Melbourne, they've been struggling of late. They recently signed Alistair Clarkson to a deal, and what we're going to do today is we are going to try and rebuild this team. So it's going to be a simulation. I don't know how many seasons I'm going to do, but we're going to try and bring in some free agents. We're going to try and bring in some players. At the moment, like I said, I'm going to simulate every single game and see how we go. So, I mean, hopefully in like 2-3 years, we could be a premiership team. We could be like a top 4 team. That's my real go. So, if you guys want to see more rebuilds, please drop a comment on what team you want to see me rebuild, and I will do that next. But we're going to start with North Melbourne. So, just something new. I thought, why not? I'm pretty sure the simulation on this, I don't know if it's up to scratch, but I mean, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So sit back, relax, let's do it. We're going to simulate all the way to the preseason. I don't really mind about the lineup in preseason, if I'm being honest. We're just going to simulate this, but I might simulate, I'd say like 6 to 7 games and then just see where we are, where we sit. Oh my goodness. Nah, something's not right here. What? 169? Man, I'll tell you what, these simulations, man, that's alright. It's only our preseason game. So, our first game of the year is against West Coast. So, I will simulate that and see how we go. First game against the West Coast Eagles. Now, I will adjust our lineup. I'm just going to see, like I said, how our team really goes this year. I mean, when you think about it, North Melbourne, been struggling the last few years. But, like I said, we want to bring in a team that is going to be consistent. They're gonna challenge. I'm gonna have to play Thomas. Thomas gonna have to go on the team. I just basically want a team that is going to be competitive every single week. Where do we put? I might chuck, as much as I do like, I might chuck Archer. I might chuck Thomas in, and also I do want to play the other draft pick because we do know that they were able to get Sheasel and they were able to get Wardlaw. So hopefully we can make some moves. We can make some trades in the offseason. Midway through the year, I will be doing some sort of a, I would say, hit list. Players that we want to get on the team. But this is my first time doing one of these. So let's simulate our first game. Let's see how we go. Do we get a win in our first simulation? Let's have a look. Oh, and we lose. That's okay. I reckon our first year is going to be a little bit tough. I mean, to be fair, North Melbourne, we know they're struggling this year. But I'll get to around round 7, round 8, update you guys how we're going in our first year. And we'll, so I've comprised a bit of a little bit of a watch list. I just wanted to basically go and see some of the players that we could target in the offseason. So this is the watch list that I've got. I mean, Tom de Koning would be huge to come in to replace Toddy Goldstein. I mean, we don't really know if I'll offer him a new contract. Bo McHugh, I feel like Bo would be really good in the forward line. Harrison Jones, young upcoming forward. Radigalia down back. Of course, Ben King, man. That's the one we're going hard for. Harry Himmelberg. I mean, maybe, just maybe we'll get Himmelberg down. We know that he is a free agent. Will Day, I feel like he's a young, I mean, these are just like dreams. Xavier Dersma, Noah Cumberland just for the forward line. Tommy Papley. I mean, man, if you could get Tommy Papley. I mean, everything that's going on with West Coast, Barras, McGovern, and Elliot Yeo, they're my 3 targets who I would love to get in just for some experience for the team. But, I mean, we'll see how we go. So, let's see how we finish this season off. It has been a pretty okay season for us, but we'll see how we finish this season off, and we'll see if we can make some moves, see if we can finish in the top 8. Man, that'd be pretty big for our first year of the sim. We did have a little bit of a crash, so we had to relaunch. And it actually set us back a little bit. But that's alright. So we're 7-12 as we end the season. Closing in on the end of the season. So we won't play finals. I mean, Hawthorn in the top 8. That's a big surprise for the first year. So let's get it done. I think we only have like, 2 games left. Let's see if we can salvage the season and get a little bit of confidence going into year number 2 of the sim. So Melbourne, too good for us. We have also added a few new players to the watch list. Robertson from the Brisbane Lions. I feel like, I mean, Robertson, I'll tell you what, I feel like he is a mainstay in the Brisbane starting 22 every week. But, I mean, maybe just a nice little mid to play alongside Wardlaw and Sheasel. We also have McRae as well. I've put McRae in. Zach Reed. Fantasia. Now, Fantasia is an interesting one. We know he wanted to go home to Adelaide, but he actually can't get a game at the minute. I've also added Soldo. And I've added in Higgins. Now, Higgins, just a small little forward. I am looking at Gresham as well. So, I mean, just some players that I feel like could complement our team. We will get through to the end of the year. We'll see where we stand. Like I said, this is a sim. So, I'm going to be simulating the next, I'd say maybe 2-3 years. And see if we can really get up the ladder. So, we're closing in on our final game of the year. So, we'll get to the final game. I'll show you guys where we finished and where we end up. Alright, so we finished our first year on the bottom. It was pretty promising at the start, but we finished on the bottom 7-16. Like I said, had a little bit of a crash. It's all good. Melbourne and Brisbane, the top 2 teams. I mean, the top 4 teams, not really anything you can say is not believable. Carlton finished 5th, Hawthorn finished in the top 8, and Geelong finished 8th. Man, Collingwood missed the 8. They finished 9th. But we actually will get the number 1 draft pick next season. So let's roll. Melbourne won the grand final in this year against the Brisbane Lions. Man, Carlton made a prelim. Richmond also made a prelim. They were defeated by Brisbane. Grand final day, best on ground. The Melbourne Football Club win their 2nd premiership in, 3-4 years? Kind of crazy. Let's get into free agency. Brownlow medal. McCluggage and Lockie Hunter and Ollie Wines. It was a 3-way tie for the Brownlow. Simpkin. Man, Simpkin actually finished in the top 5. So, pretty happy with that. Kind of crazy. Will Brodie, Luke Parker, Tom Mitchell, Sam Walsh. The Coleman medal. Shai Bolton with 33 goals. Man, that is crazy. 33 goals. That's nuts, McCluggage. Rising Star. Sonzi, 42. Okay, so we are going to finish this one off. We are going to get in. It is time for the offseason. First line of duty is signing some of our key players. So we have signed Luke Davies-Uniacke to a 4-year deal. I am happy that Luke Davies-Uniacke is joining on us. He's looking forward to playing for our club for the next 4 years. We're also going to go down here. Ben Cunnington. I'm not going to be offering Ben Cunnington a deal in 2024. I just feel like we need to go down that young route, and if we are going to be trading in some players, he's definitely a player. So I will be going through Darcy Tucker. I will offer you know what? We're going to go down. We're going to sign some more important players, I would say. Griffin Logue. I do want to bring him back. I'm really interested to see what he is wanting. A 2-year deal, maybe. Will he accept a 2-year deal? $4.95. Okay, so that's all right. I'm happy to bring Griffin Logue back. We'll offer him $4.99. See if he accepts that. And he wants more years to his contract. My goodness, Griffin Logue. We'll give you another 4-year deal. And does he want that? All right, so Griffin Logue, 4-year deal. He signs on. We're just going through. Cam Zurhaar, another player we definitely need to bring back. So we are going to sign him through. So I'll get all these done, and I'll let you know who I've signed through. Okay, so wrapping up our free agent signings for our squad. We are going to be offering Ben Mackay to stay on. I feel like he definitely has one of those potential rises. So as we're going through here, you guys will see there's a few players who are not going to be offering deals for the next few years. We go through here. Kane Turner, I'll be delisting Kane Turner. Will Phillips. Charlie Comben, I do want to bring him on, so I'm interested to see if he will sign on. I do want to keep a set of young players, but I don't want to, I would say, so like, Marnie, I'm going to delist him as well. Curtis Taylor, we definitely want to bring Curtis Taylor back on, so we'll see what he wants to accept. Hopefully he takes this deal. Alright, he wants 344, so we're going to have to offer him 348. It's okay. So, I feel like I have got what I needed as we go through here. We re-signed Cam Zurhaar. Aaron Hall, I will not be offering a new deal. And we go down. There's a few players who I feel like I'm going to be real. Like, we need to be... I just feel like we have to make some cutthroat decisions. Paul Spicer, I really like him. So he is, okay, so Paul Spicer doesn't want to sign on. That's very interesting. But as you guys go through here, Darcy Tucker, I'm gonna try and offer him a deal. I mean, that is a big deal, but I do want to try and bring him back on board. $552 a year he's after. I feel like he's a player we can, if we need to trade, we can just trade if we have to. So he's going to stay on. But as we go through here, Liam Shields, I will not be offering a new contract. Just going through here, Bonner, Lockie Young, he is not going to be returning. Hugh Greenwood is staying on. Larky, I do want to extend him. But Todd Goldstein as well. I'm out for a new ruckman. Goldie, I think it's time to hang up the boots. Ben Mackay, Tom Powell, Paul Curtis, Tom Thomas. Will Phillips, I extended. I also got comment. To be fair, I feel like we're making some harsh decisions, but I feel like we need to make these harsh decisions if we are going to be a good team as we move on. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, so negotiating a deal. Harry Himmelberg has accepted your offer and is hoping a trade can be done. So we are going to try and bring in Harry Himmelberg. We do need to send a few players because it's a sign and trade. So we'll see what we can send across. Right, so I'm going to try and unload a few players. Ben Cunnington and Todd Goldstein, they still are on our contract list. Do GWS, would they be interested in this? Let's see. They have. Okay. So Harry Himmelberg is coming across in a deal that sent Todd Goldstein and Ben Cunnington to GWS. And we have acquired Harry Himmelberg. I am so happy with this. He was one of the players that I wanted to get. He had an expiring deal, and I'm happy to sign him on for four years. Harry Himmelberg is now a North Melbourne Football Club player. Okay, so I wanted Tom de Koning, but I have to do a deal to get him. So I am going to be offering Carlton, Aaron Hall, and Jaden Stevenson. I feel like we're going to have to throw in a pick as well. So I'll throw in a pick 62 round 4. Can they do this deal? Will they do this deal? They have. Okay, so Tom de Koning and Harry Himmelberg, they are two massive gets for us. I still want to go to West Coast and see if I can do like a mega deal. Try and get Ali Yo across with maybe McGovern. Just to play in that back line to add a little bit of firepower. I am going to be going to Essendon though next. Alright, so I'm going to be offering Essendon, Lockie Young, and 2 second-round draft picks, future for draft picks for Harry Jones. I'm going to see if they accept. Alright, it's a fair deal. Alright, so 3 players have come in. Harry Himmelberg, Tom de Koning, and Harrison Jones. I will be looking to try and bring in one more player. I have tried with West Coast. They are not bulging with any of their players, any of their picks. So 3 trades are in. Harry Jones, Tom de Koning, and Harry Himmelberg. I will be going to Brisbane for our last trade offer and see what we can do. I'm going for a quick straight swap for Devin Robertson for Taron Thomas. Now, I am moving Taron Thomas on. I feel like we need to get away from all the drama. So let's see if this will go through. And it has. So our final, this is our trade haul for the offseason, our first offseason. Carlton players and picks. We received Devin Robertson, Harrison Jones, Tom de Koning, and Harry Himmelberg. I'm happy with it. Let's move on. Arrived at the draft. So we'll see. We actually have the number 1 pick. So let's do it. We are going to the national draft. Enter your pick. So we got the first pick in the draft. I was thinking of trading it, but I'm happy with some of the players that were brought in. So with the first pick in the draft, I am after a midfield, a line breaker archetype. Suggested players: Timothy Joseph, midfielder, 75 overall. I mean, maybe we take him. I mean, we can take a forward. He is potential overall. I mean, to be honest, I am going to go with Timothy Joseph. So select player. Timothy Joseph goes number 1 to the North Melbourne Football Club. The Bombers had the 2nd pick. The Swans had the 3rd pick. We're going to fast forward the draft and we will keep this boat moving. All right, so the number 1 pick, Timothy Joseph. Jackson McMillan went number 2, Ryder Milne, but I'm happy with this. A midfielder, big inside mid, 99 kilos, 191 centimeters. Happy with that. Let's keep on this train going. All right, so we're actually at the jersey number selection. Joseph was our number 1 pick, so I'm going to give him number 1. Harry Himmelberg can get number 7. Devin Robertson can get number 2. I'm just going through and adding in the players who just signed. I'll see this 23 open. 22 for Harrison Jones. I'm just going to be giving our main draft picks and our main picks that we got across their draft, their jersey numbers. And, alright, we've reached round 1 for year 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust our lineup on what we think. So, Harry Himmelberg will make his debut. We go through down here. Griffin Logue, Bergman, Phillips, Devin Robertson on the wing, Greenwood. I'm going to put Robertson in the middle. He come across to, Tom de Koning's actually injured, which is pretty annoying, but it's okay. It's only round 1. I am going to put Ben Mackay into the squad. So, Ben Mackay will replace, I'm probably going to say Phillips. I want a strong back line. I mean, I definitely want a tough back line. We need a ruckman, so I'm thinking that we're going to have to play, at the moment, while Tom De Koning is out, we're going to play Charlie Coleman in the ruck. But I am going to have Callum Coleman-Jones in the ruck as well, just to balance it all out. Let's go through and let's get this team done, and I'll show you guys the lineup. This is our lineup for round 1. We'll start in the back line. We've got McDonald, Himmelberg, Logue, Joseph, our number 1 draft pick. He'll be starting a half-back. Ben Mackay, Bergman, Wardlaw on the wing, Devin Robertson in the middle, Greenwood on the other wing, Simpkin, Luke Davies-Uniacke, Callum Coleman-Jones, Lazaro, Harrison Jones, Paul Spicer, Paul Curtis. We go across here. Phoenix Spicer, what am I saying? We've got Nick Larkey. We also have Cam Zerha. Man, I like our forward line, how our forward line's looking. On the bench, got Coleman, Will Phillips, Curtis Taylor, Ashcroft, who also was another high draft. He was out, I think he was in our rookie draft. He's only 16 years old, man. 16, he's making his debut. Like, how is this even possible? But I am pretty happy with this. On the bench, Ed Phillips and Darcy Tucker will be the sub. At the moment, De Koning and Harry Sheasel are both injured, so they will definitely come into the team, but I'm happy with it. So let's see how we go in round 1. Let's confirm this lineup, and let's get our first game underway, and it's a win! We get a win in our first game. Match stats. Let's have a look. Luke Davies-Uniacke, Ashcroft, Curtis Taylor, Bergman kicked 3, Simpkin 2. I'm happy with that. And now we keep on moving. So I'll get to around round 10. We'll see how this team's going, and we'll keep this simulation. Okay, so we've hit round 10 of year 2. Let's see how our North Melbourne team is faring. We're currently 4 and 5, so, I mean, we've moved up from the bottom of the ladder. Man, Brisbane are second last. So are Geelong. Port lead the way with 7 and 1. I just want to look at the statistics, just see if we have any players in the top 10. Oh, Devin Robertson. He's having a good year. 330 disposals. Luke Davies-Uniacke, Jai Sim. How's Joseph going? So Joseph's got 113 disposals. That's pretty good for the year. I'm happy with that. Can we go across to our... Alright, so we're going to continue this. We're going to get to round 20. I might stock at the rookie draft. I mean, maybe we'll have a rookie pick, but hopefully we can move our way up the ladder. Let's keep on moving. 22, and it has been another year of growing pains for this North Melbourne Football Club. 6 and 13 at the moment. Haven't really improved too much. I mean, we're not on bottom of the ladder, but there's a chance we could get the number 1 draft pick again. Man, we're just going to keep this going. We actually had a really good win 2 weeks ago. We played the top of the ladder, Port Adelaide, and we were able to beat them by 1 single point. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So let's finish this season off. Year number 3 coming right up. All right, we've reached the end of this season, and we finished second last. So, I mean, we moved up 1 spot. I'll take it. With some of our ins, I'll take it. I mean, you got to take the small wins. Richmond finished on top. Let's see who won the AFL finals. It is just getting started now. And the winner of the grand final is... It's got to be Richmond, man. They finished on top. Port Adelaide beat Melbourne. So Melbourne made it back for the 2nd year in a row, and they were not able to win the grand final. Port Adelaide win that grand final by 2 points. Sheesh, that is nuts. All right, completion of the series. The Brownlow medal, Ollie Wines won the Brownlow. Is that 2 years in a row? Clayton Oliver, 25. Callum Mills, 22. Max Holmes, 22. Any North Melbourne players in the top 10? No North Melbourne players. Oh, Devin Robertson got 14 votes, so he's probably the highest. Can we filter by club? I'm pretty sure we can. So let's have a look who got votes. Robertson, Simpkin, Will Phillips, Ashcroft, who the 16-year-old. Is he the 16-year-old? He has to be. Curtis Taylor, Hugh Greenwood. Man, it's surprising not to see, like, Sheasel in there and all that. Tom Lynch won the Coleman. Archie Perkins comes 2nd. Kyle Langford's a Carlton Blue. What is going on? And Hugh Hagens is at Melbourne. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, a few trades in the off-season that happened. Let's have a look at the rising star. Ashcroft. Actually, he actually went all right. So I'm pretty happy with that. All right. We have to sign Sheasel to a deal. He's going to be asking, I mean, to be honest, though, I'm happy to give Sheasel whatever he wants. So we'll see if he accepts this offer. Oh, 700,000. You know what? We have to do it. Sheasel is the future of the club. He's our next captain. You know what? He might have to be the captain. I think I'm going to have to make Sheasel our new captain. 4-year deal for Sheasel. Happy with that as we go down. Wardlaw as well. I want to sign him on to a big deal. I mean, I feel like he has a massive potential rise for us. So he is signing on. And he's staying with the club. So, pretty happy with some of the deals that we've made. I mean, there are some players I definitely want to move on. I definitely want to try and see if I can move on Hugh Greenwood. Nick Larkey also is a deal that we have to make. I'm going to offer him a 5-year deal, man. I mean, anything Nick Larkey wants, he can have. I mean, we need that big key forward. So a 5-year deal for Nick Larkey, and he's staying on as we transition through. So some more trades to be made. I mean, we want to try and make finals. I mean, maybe our next season, our last season, and we try and work our way up. And I mean, we want to be in the finals. Let's see if we can make some big deals. So we're just going through the free agency pool at the moment. Man, Cox would be nice in that back line if we could get him across. We're just going through. Not too many crazy deals at the minute. But, I mean, I feel like Cox is the biggest fish in free agency at the moment. Nothing really stands out that's crazy at the minute that I'm really throwing my hands around at. But, I mean, as we go through here, you know what? I'm going to see if Cox will join on a deal. I mean, Pat Lipinski'd be nice. He'd be really, really nice in our midfield. All right, these are the unrestricted free agent, the restricted free agents, so we'd have to make a deal for him. Scott Pendlebury, probably a little bit too old for our age demographic. Jai Simpkin, he will be re-signing with us. Don't you worry about that. We actually have to do that right now. What are we thinking? Let's go across to team management and let's get Jai Simpkin signed up. Definitely a player who is... I mean, come on. We cannot afford to lose a player like Jai Simpkin as we transition through. So I'm going to try and offer him maybe a 4-year deal. I mean, to be honest, we do need the cap space. So he wants a 5-year deal. Okay, we'll see if he wants a 5-year deal. I mean, I'm not too happy. Okay, so Jai Simpkin and Nick Larkey are big signings. We also signed Brendan Cox as well. So we'll go back into the free agency pool and we will have a look and see who actually is restricted. So these are the players who, like, you probably would have to make a deal, I believe. I mean, I definitely need some players in that. Oh, Charlie Dixon, that's a big one. Charlie Dixon's a huge one. Nick Nat, Nui, Shannon Hearn, Luke Shuey, Rampy, Franklin. These players are probably hanging up the boots. So let's move on to the... Alright, so my first deal that I'm going to try and do is I said I wanted a key forward to play up with Zerha. I mean, he's not getting a game with Port Adelaide. And yes, some people might say it's risk more than reward. But I tell you what, we're going to see if we can do this deal. Hugh Greenwood. Alright, so we have acquired Orazio Fantasia, but the trade period is not done yet. Let's keep on moving. I have been trying for probably the last 10 minutes to try and get this deal done. I want Noah Cumberland to come on, play in that forward line, provide that pressure. Let's see if they accept this one. See, this is tough. Maybe we could offer a player as well. I will change back to players and we'll see if we can offer a player. I mean, I do want to try and unload some players who I feel like will not be in our team every week. I mean, will you guys... I'm not giving up Ashcroft because he had a really good year last week. I mean, you know what? We actually do need a backup ruckman as well. I mean, we need to be smart with this. We need to be smart. You know what? Will they accept this? I mean, I've been here for the last 5 minutes. Accepted your offer. Okay, Cumberland is now at North Melbourne, and we also acquired Orazio Fantasia. My next line of duty is trying to secure a backup ruck. The deal that I'll be trying to make is moving on Paul Spicer. I said I wanted a backup ruck. Laddams from Sydney. He also struggles to get a game with Hickey and all the other ruck that Sydney runs. So will they do this deal? Alright, so they're close to reaching an agreement. Will they take another draft pick in? Future first? I mean, we're trying to win now. Alright, they've accepted our offer. Alright, our trade period is complete. Orazio Fantasia, Noah Cumberland, and Laddams also joined the squad. Pretty happy with our off-season acquisitions. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if it really takes us up the ladder too much, but I am happy with some of the trades that we've made. And you know what, guys? We're trying to win now. I'm trying to rebuild this team. We're going to trade the number 2 draft pick. Okay, so I re-signed Ben Mackay, but I feel like we definitely need another key forward down there with Nick Larkey. West Coast are in a rebuilding phase at the moment, so I'm going to be offering them the 2nd pick in the draft. So they would have pick 2 and 4, Ben Mackay, and a future 2nd for Oscar Allen. Will they take it? They have. I mean, it's not realistic crazily, but I'm happy with our off-season. Fantasia, Cumberland, Laddams, and also Oscar Allen. I mean, these are huge pickups. I'm really excited to see how our team is looking as we move through. Let's get to the offseason. Okay, so we actually had the rookie draft as well, and I was able to secure... To be honest, I'm pretty happy with our rookie selection pick. So Lockie Plowman, he is 30. We were able to get him pretty cheap in the rookie draft. We actually go down here. There is a few players. We also got Will Kelly. Pretty happy with this, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, considering that some of these players being delisted, I am pretty happy with what we got. We also got Kyle Dunkley. I think we got him with the 4th pick. So Kyle Dunkley is on the roster now. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm pretty happy with some of our picks. Hopefully we can keep progressing, but so far so good. We'll see how we go in year number 3. This is the final year. I had to sign jersey numbers for year number 3, man. I actually can't believe we secured the services of Oscar Allen. I mean, it did cost the number 2 pick, but we had the number 1 pick last year. Let's see how we go in year number 3. Year number 3 lineup and roster. Starting from the back line, I've got Core in place. I'm going to put Himmelberg halfback. We've got Griffin Lowe. Joseph, our number 1 draft pick from last year. Hopefully he progresses this year and keeps on moving. We've got Wardlaw, Sheasel in the midfield, Devin Robertson, Tom DeConing, Luke Davies-Uniacke, Jai Simkin, Paul Curtis, Oscar Allen, Orazio, Fantasia, Cam Zerhart, Noah Cumberland, Nick Larkey. On the bench, Peter Laddams, Will Phillips, Curtis Taylor, and Callum Coleman-Jones. Let's do it. Let's see how we go. First game of the year. I mean, this is big. This is really big. To start off well. And we get the dub. Let's go. Okay, maybe I'll just have to just keep simulating like this. I mean, to be honest, this is our final year of The Sims. So I want to see how we go. Or we lose to Carlton. That's okay. All right, I'll get to around round 10. We'll see how this team's going. So we've reached the midway point of the year. And have a look at this. We're sitting 7th. 6 win and 5 losses. I'm happy with it, man. I actually am. I mean, we've won 4 of our last 5 matches. Let's go look at the statistics. Disposal-wise, Sheasel is having himself a season in the midfield. Man, I knew Sheasel would roll in. Honestly, I'm so happy with what we've done so far. Now, it might not be as realistic as we would have liked, but I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, let's go look at North Melbourne. Let's see how we're tracking. Disposal-wise, Sheasel, Simpkin, Will Phillips, Laddams. Okay. Joseph, man. He's our number 1 draft pick. He's having a good year. Happy with him. Let's go look at our goals. Curtis Taylor, Oscar Allen, Laddams, Curtis. Sheasel's having himself an absolute season. Let's get to the end of the year. We have reached round 24. And can you believe it? We are sitting 4th. Well, 5th now, but we were 4th. We are sitting 4th on the ladder, man. This has been a great year for us. It's been a real transitional year considering the last 2 years have been down the bottom of the ladder, the 1st and 2nd draft pick. So let's simulate this final game and let's see if we can finish in the top 4. We get the dub. We finished 2nd! Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Wow, Sheasel, he had a great year. So did Simpkin. Wow, okay. We finished 2nd on the ladder. I think we finished 2nd. I'm not getting carried away, am I? Let's have a look and sort this through. So, Sheasel just took his game to a whole new level. We go down here. Man, I'm so happy with how our squad turned out. Oscar Allen and Sheasel led the way. Larky, 19. Did Fantasia go alright this year? I mean, he played okay. He kicked the 6 goals. Tom DeConing also. I mean, Tom DeConing, pretty disappointing. I thought he'd definitely be right up there. But we finished 2nd. And we have in the first round, Richmond at the MCG. My goodness. Alright, let's do it. Let's sim it. Let's sim it. Let's sim it. Let's see how we go. Can we win a flag? We get the win! We're going to the prelim! We are going to the prelim and taking on Port Adelaide! Whoa! Let's do it. Let's sim it. Oh, we get done! In the prelim. No! Man, overall, I think this was a great success. I mean... we made it all the way to the prelim in our 3rd year. I mean, some of the moves you guys might not say they're realistic, but I had so much fun doing this. I hope you guys did enjoy it. It was so much fun. Let's have a look and won the flag in the end. Was it Port Adelaide? It was Port Adelaide. So Port won 2 in a row. Melbourne won the first one. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see me do this again with another team, let me know. And I'll see you in the next one.